Hi everybody, it's Dr. Sherry Kaplan doing another segment on Ask the Doctor. This week, a lot of parents are getting their university students ready to get going. One of my patients asked, what do you have any great advice or supplements or recommendations for their sons and daughters to take when they go away to university? So the question is, what will they actually take or do? What are they going to actually listen? Yeah, I have some really great suggestions. So basically, commonly when students go away, especially the first year, they are commonly very stressed. The rug's been pulled out from under them in terms of their connectivity. They may be in a very new environment. The workload may be very different, and a lot of kids actually get stressed and depressed. And so what I like to sort of make recommendations is that B vitamins. So there's, we use many different supplements here. So when I'm picking one, I'm just showing you a good quality one. I'm not saying this is the one only, but we sort of use like a great complex B vitamin with some extra B5, so it's a great stress formula. And B vitamins help, in terms of their mood stabilizers. They give you energy. So it's a great supplement to take to help manage stress. Another great one that I really love for stress is Gonda or ashwagandha. So, when they're studying for their exams and they, really start freaking out, kind of taking this on a regular basis may help give them a little bit of some control. Another great supplement that I like to use is theanine. So this is kind of as needed. You can pop 1 or 2 tablets, and it really helps calm people down. And it kind of binds to the GABA receptor similar to Ativan, but when you take Ativan, like, you can be quite sedate, and it's not something you really want to take before an exam, whereas theanine still binds to the GABA receptor, so it makes you calm, but it actually helps with focus. So it's actually great for anxiety related to taking exams and needing to focus. Other things that that I might recommend is, kids, they get sick, and some great things to take acutely for when you're sick is vitamin C. I really like the liposomal vitamin C, so it's 1,000 milligrams. You take 1 to 3 packages on that first day of a cold, and you can do that for 1 or 2 or 3 days, and that sort of helps nip things in the bud. Obviously, other things that help your immune system dealing with a cold is B and zinc. So those are things that I would sort of take during that time. Actually, vitamin D, I commonly recommend about 10,000 IUs of vitamin D for 3 days in a row at the first signs of a cold, and that will also help kind of prevent that cold from becoming full blown. What else? University students often, are burning the midnight oil and then aren't getting enough sleep or may have difficulty sleeping. So I love giving magnesium. So magnesium at bedtime really helps them, kind of shut down and relaxes them. And also another good thing that may help with that is taking some melatonin. So those are 2 good natural things to take. Also, when you're anxious, you tend to pee out a lot more magnesium, so taking magnesium is helpful. The other little thing is, often students, when they're in residence that first year, they're in such a small, confined area that they have usually their cell phones, their computers, their printers, all right by their bedside, and that, the EMF and Wi-Fi can actually impair melatonin. So trying to keep that out of the bedroom if they can, or as far away as they can, or turning off those devices at nighttime can help, because all of them impair melatonin as well. What else? I guess the last thing I would sort of recommend that is a good emergency is Saccharomyces boulardii. So, for travelers' diarrhea, not that they're traveling, but, often you can pick up infections, food poisoning, or maybe just drinking a little too much. So Saccharomyces is a great thing to help control diarrhea. So I would sort of say that is my kind of go-to supplement list. So depending on how they're doing, they can pick and choose what they will take. Eating right and exercising is always helpful. So that's my suggestions for this week. Thanks for tuning in to Ask the Doctor. If you like what you hear, like us on Facebook, share us, and if you have any questions that you'd like me to answer, please send them in to info@vitalitymd.com.